Life interview with Bill. This is a guy I don't know way back since high school. Upcoming artist, about to blow up. 2020 gonna turn him up. Well, 2022 gonna turn him up all the way. You wanna give a small interview? Small introduction of yourself?
I go by the name of Lens to the Future. Y'all can check me out on all platforms at Lens to the Future. Make what I call good music. Y'all check me out whenever y'all get the chance to.
Versatile as hell. That's why I fuck with it. All right. Basically small background, and then I got a small couple of generic questions, and then we'll hop into it. So, you wanna give us anything about your background, growing up, stuff like that?
I was born in Haiti, but you know what I'm saying?
Zoe life.
Zoe life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Started off in Orlando when I was 3. That's the first time I touched over in the US. Went back to Haiti after it was popped for a year. Then I came back over here when I was 5, and I've been in Atlanta since, Stone Mountain.
Okay.
And, you know what I'm saying? Basically grew up out here.
Yeah. All right.
Ever since.
All right. What's your religion?
Muslim.
You Muslim? Okay. Okay, so then this not gonna offend you, but it's a part of the questions. What do you identify as sexually?
Straight.
In this day and age, gotta ask. What was the happiest point of your life?
I say every day, man. I don't
Every
really
day.
have a happy day point in my life. I don't like to focus on my happiness on one day. I like to give every day a shot to be happy.
All right. I'll make it a little bit harder then. What was the point that you're most content in life so far?
The point I was the most content in life, I've never been content.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Don't ever get comfortable. You always gotta strive for more.
It bothers me when I feel get comfortable.
Facts. No, not supposed to get comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. This is all right. Now we're starting to get into it then. So now we're at this stage where we're starting to choose the career that we're gonna pursue. The jobs we're gonna do. Do you pursue a career or a job? Well, no, we'll go career. Do you pursue a career for financial security or happiness?
I say happiness because I think when I was in school, it was just one. I think when I was back in Tucker, like this 9th grade year, this one football player came back and he was basically telling his life story. He was talking about how you don't know what you really gonna be, what you really love unless you go 2-3 years without getting paid for it. And then you go through it. He was talking about his NFL story. He was talking about how he was undrafted and how he had to fight to get to the league. Once he finally got his position, he secured it in. And then from that point on, he was coaching on the sidelines, but he was still happy with what he did. He was talking about other people in his life. They had reached to the point where they made $1 million, $2-3 million, and then they literally just fell off because they brick wall. They wasn't happy with their life, what they was doing no more.
Right.
The money didn't even matter. It was just you start making bad decisions once you're unhappy,
Right.
and your life literally starts going downhill. So I started realizing I was like, if I find something I'm genuinely happy with, I'm gonna fight hard for it. It may not be easy to get that thing, but at the end of the day, life isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be fun, and fun ain't always easy. You gotta fight through it.
Yeah.
Just like sports. I was an athlete growing up.
Right.
Sometimes you losing in games, you come back, you got damn win, but at the end of the day, you enjoying that.
If you enjoy what the hell you did.
Yeah.
Facts. So what grade was this that bro came back, the athlete?
That was 9th grade. That was 9th grade at Tucker.
So you realized this early then? You realized that on early as hell. That's
early. I was
good.
like, bro, because I started looking around me, I started realizing, no offense to everybody at Tucker, but it was I feel like everyone was trying too hard to be something, you feel me?
Yeah, so that's Tucker environment.
They're trying too hard to be something. I just started looking around. I started noticing myself, I was trying too hard, and I was like, it shouldn't be like this. I could tell happiness-wise, it wasn't gonna last. You could be pretending to be happy in front of everybody, trying hard to be, but when you go back into your shell, it's gonna be you're not happy.
Right.
And that's literally gonna be the only thing that matters. I could look myself into the mirror and be like, I'm doing what's gonna make me happy, and make me happy.
Right.
If I'm doing something that's gonna just make me pay, it's gonna be I just sold my soul. You feel soulless, you feel me?
Right.
Some niggas got down, started walking around with their head down, because they only chasing bread.
Facts. And then a lot of times, that bread isn't really controlled by what they're doing. It's controlled by a whole lot of other aspects. So it's things that come along with it. All right. One of my more interesting questions, do you think money changes people?
I feel like anything can change somebody. Anyone could go in life could change them. But I feel like it's up to the person what you allow to change you. If you allow money to change you, then you just a person that's easily influenced. Anything could have changed you. Shit, it could have been a female that could have changed you. Feel me?
No cap. That might have been the best response I got to that question so far. No cap.
Yeah.
Dang. Damn, that was yeah, no cap, you hit that one. Bet. Uh, yeah, so yeah, back so normally my last question before we start talking is about the career or happiness basically, but I had asked that before I asked this one, but I'm not gonna cap and you answered that great too, but we're gonna go back to that. So boom. What we like being at Tucker, right? Like and with the environment that you were in, how did you find your happy space? Like, how did you find out that, okay, well, these are the things that I'm actually interested in, these are the things I want to do, and these are the things that I might be portraying to want to do?
I ain't gonna lie, I never gave a fuck about nobody's opinion of me, so it's like
Yeah,
that
that's
time it was like me being happy. I was just doing music. I was starting to record more and more music. I was even when I first started off, it was like on 2 cell phones. And like I remember being at Tucker, like I remember asking, I was like, bro, what studio I need to go into, this and that.
Nobody
I'm
putting
trying
on
to
that.
network, but everybody's like, nah, we don't know this and that. Like niggas leave me on Reddit and shit. Like niggas left me on Reddit. I was like, I ain't sure about that shit. So I really became more and more isolated to my own shit and just focusing more and more on my craft, and that's really what made me happy. Like what made me happy was seeing my growth in my music. Every time I listen, I noticed I got better. And I was like, I'm keep doing that shit, keep seeing the results.
So you started making music in ninth grade.
I started, I've been making music since I was 6, but I never really, it was like a side passion. It was something I always knew I was good at, but it was like a talent for me I never really took serious because it was like growing up, I wasn't really encouraged to make like rap and shit like that. Like when I first started rapping, I told my parents I want to be a rapper. They was like, no, I play instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I know
like,
that's some Haitian shit.
So a nigga started playing drums for the church.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying? Like when a nigga was really just doing that, I was really just tuning in with rhythm. Starting to hearing the beat patterns and stuff like that. I was starting to get better and better at picking up on beat patterns, creating beats and shit like that. I was starting humming and shit like that. My melody started developing. So it was like at the same time they was taking me away from music, but it was bringing me closer, you know what I'm saying, to actually get connected with it. So I got to a point where it's like as I started getting older and older, I started writing. Like I started writing music when I was in 9. Like when I was 9 years old. And so when I was 9 years old, I started writing really in notebooks and shit. But it wasn't like no full goddamn, I'm writing full songs. I come up with a fucking simple melody. I write this shit down. Like my little sister got down.
Wait, you were writing melodies or you were writing like songs?
I write hooks. I was writing hooks and shit like that. I was writing hooks 1 second, then I write a verse. It was like random sporadic shit. And I wouldn't really never take it serious. I was never keeping up with that shit.
Right.
I was just goddamn doing this shit.
You just like, feel it in the moment.
Yeah,
and
like
just do it.
I felt that shit. I felt that shit because I was always a fan of music. Like my people would tell you like every song that came on the radio, I memorized it. Give me a week. That shit on the radio, I was a radio junkie. So when it came down to it, I was studying these lyrics, I was studying down these songs. I would repeat it right back to you. And so it was like just that over time I kept doing that. I started developing my own songs. I didn't want to listen to other people's songs.
Right.
And so but at the same time it took me a while to start feeling like I want to create my own shit. I didn't really want to start creating my own shit till I got to 9th grade. When I got to 9th, actually I got to 8th grade. Because 8th grade, I think I started watching Wild 'N Out that summer, and I was just like, fuck, these niggas goddamn freestyling this shit, battle rapping. Yeah, at first I was doing battle rap. Like, I was goddamn interested in doing battle rapping with niggas. Like, we was in class joning on niggas. I was like, fuck that. Let's do battle rap instead. Like, I was literally just gearing myself, preparing myself to goddamn really start rapping in public. And so it was like 8th grade year, I was like preparing for what high school was gonna be like. Right. Then I got the 9th grade year, I was out freestyling comfortably in like a middle group with older kids, like niggas was goddamn seniors, goddamn 11th grade.
That's when that shit was lit too. Like I think, like when we was in high school, I don't think that's something that they do.
Niggas do that shit no more. Cause niggas can't really freestyle. Niggas just I rap, I go to the studio.
It ain't that.
Yeah, it's really just niggas just trying to be superstars and egos and shit. Like I was really goddamn battling. I love battling with older kids and shit.
We used to do. I don't know for a fact, but I think we used to do it in the cafeteria at Clarkson with the little pencil and shit. Niggas just used to goddamn just start talking. I'm not gonna cap. I never participated because I never had that talent.
I don't think I never did at Clarkson. I was doing my shit at GPTC. I was doing it.
You guys were going to cross. Okay.
Because they had a whole, like, niggas had a whole studio had tucked in. I ain't gonna lie. GPTC, I shout out to that college. That shit was like a trap.
Talk to me.
Oh, God.
How that was
That shit was the trap. Niggas had a whole studio in that bitch. Like, niggas had a stew in that shit.
So y'all were just going. Because you were in the gifted program. So, yeah. So how that's... All right, wait. Before you even jump into that. So, boom. What I wanted to ask actually, because you said you told your parents you wanted to be a rapper, and then they put you in to go play the drums. You think At the time when they did that, were you mad at them for it? Like,
I
or
didn't give a fuck. I was gonna do what I wanted to do regardless.
yeah, okay, okay.
I was gonna probably.
That's a good way to
like,
take
yeah.
it.
I was always that shit. I was like, I never gave a fuck. Like I would take shit and I'll read it and I'd just be like, let it go. Cause I realized holding on to shit early. Cause like I had a bad temper as a little kid, so I had to start meditating early. I had to start doing all that shit.
So you grew up fast.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah,
I had to goddamn
that's
be
good.
like, fuck it, let that shit go. Ain't no reason to even
Facts.
hold on to that shit.
Bro, I'm just like, I want to say like within the last 2 years, I'm just starting to be able to do that. Like to just be like, you know what, it's not even worth my energy.
Exactly.
So that's far that you had that ability from. But you know what that is? That's you already facing your demons as a kid.
Yeah.
So like you already faced them and you knew yourself. So like yeah, so that plays a big part to your personality, I think. So okay, boom. So you get the collection, dual enrollment. Like how that's going? Like how you get into the environment where I ain't gonna cap. Tucker was stuck up. That's what it was. Like they just ain't want to put you on. So like how you get into coming back to Clarkson. Like how'd you get in the environment of like getting around the kids that like you know that had the studio?
Like at Carson.
Yeah, and then
I
GPTC.
didn't, nah, at Carson, I didn't really record too much. Like music wise, everything that was recorded and released was recorded and released at the crib. I recorded and mixed and mastered all my shit myself. I was at the goddamn studio just fucking off.
Yeah.
Studio would just be practicing me. I would challenge myself to do time. Like I would see how fast I could record a song. Whenever I go to the studio, cause I ain't gonna lie, the structure of a studio, I might be goddamn fucking up some money for some studios out there, but the structure of that shit really is like, it's literally time consuming. It's a business. If I go into the studio right now, I pay for an hour $60, right?
Yeah.
Versus having all that shit to create myself, I invest that money into my own shit. I work on my own shit. I
Exactly.
create my own sound.
Exactly.
And I shift and I control my sound. It's like, it's shit different.
Yeah.
Versus I go to the studio, I'm just going to the studio to see, all right, 30 minutes if I create a song. An hour, I might create a song. Because I have money on them. I have $65 I just put down for this 1 hour.
Right.
1 hour is not going to take me a quick song. I don't know what, like, as a creator, I create songs differently. Some niggas go in there and be like, in 1 hour,
They'll want you to do it a specific way.
I'm not forcing my shit.
Yeah.
I want to go back and listen to my shit several times and hear why I fucked up, why I could have did this, why I could have did that, so I could make this song as good as it could be.
Right.
If I rush this shit and get it over with, yeah, shit go be goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It's just some shit for that, but
So
I
young
want to
artist.
make music for that. I want to make music that lasts.
I think I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna take that clip, the 1247. I'm gonna take that clip because what you just said. That I think that's really important for young artists to understand. Because I don't think I had a different idea of it. Like basically when I asked you that, like I had a different idea. And, like I never recorded, but like you know everybody around me did. So like my idea was kind of like only reason I wanted to have it here was to actually save money. So I was like, yeah. But what you actually just said. Like just being able to like perfect your craft, making the song the exact way, because you're creating it. You feel me? Like,
because I'm leaving this shit with another nigga to go goddamn listen overnight and they goddamn create this shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no guarantee this nigga gonna make this shit sound like I want it to sound. I had hella. I tried the studio route. I had homies telling me, nah, bro, stop recording the crib. Go to the studio. The studio make this shit sound better. Go to the studio. Let these niggas record this shit. Niggas tell you. I'm like, bro, I don't have no problem with the sound and everything, but at the end of the day, I know if I did it and I paid, I'm like, bro, there's certain shit I could have do. But after this shit's already done,
right?
After the files already mixed and matched and compacted, I can't ask no nigga for a refund. Be like, nah, I'm finna do this that way. I'm finna do that way.
Yeah,
it's already done. Nigga already worked for that shit.
Yeah.
We already signed what we did. The shit already agreed with.
So studio really a finesse.
It's a finesse. I ain't gonna lie. It's a finesse. We looking
really
at
a finesse.
I ain't gonna lie,
Okay.
like, bro. Niggas still go there because it's a look, it's a scene.
It's a.
I'll still go. I'll go to the studio if I'm trying to get like visuals and I'm trying to get this shit shot.
Yeah.
But the best way to go, get a studio. Get
yourself a studio. Get somebody.
Learn how to mix and master. Niggas be lazy though. Yeah. A lot of niggas start being artists because they don't want to do nothing else. They just be lazy. That's the reason. Like, bro, I'm an artist. Like, no, nigga, I'm unemployed. That's what niggas be like, bro. Like. Niggas don't actually want to fucking go out and do this shit. Being an artist is a job, like it's a craft.
Yo.
You gotta master your shit, you gotta get better at your shit.
Oh boy, you
gotta keep going. Like niggas don't wanna do that shit.
Facts.
So it's like that's just the way I see that shit though.
Okay. Damn. So alright, so what was that process like for you then? Like getting to the point where like, cause I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna tell you I listen to music every day, but like I have my moods. And like I listen to like one day I might listen to Pusha T, one day I'm listening to Kumpa, one day I'm listening to my brother, one day I'm listening to you, one day I'm listening to another partner. So it's like, but listening to your music, like you're real versatile. Like how do you deal with that in the studio?
How do I deal with the versatility?
Yeah, like how do you like it's songs like it's I can't name them off the top of my head, but it's like it's songs where like bro like you literally flip the whole fucking song.
It'd be like from vibe to vibe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. I can see like
Let me
from
see,
certain
actually.
songs like shit
I'll
from
pull
Roll.
one. I'll pull one up because I'm not gonna get a copyright if I play it. He right here, motherfucker. The fuck? But go ahead though. Go ahead.
Nigga making sure they know.
Speaker.
Huh?
You got a little speaker?
You can put music in the background though.
All right. Yeah. Let me pull up the specifics on what I'm talking about. But go ahead though. So like, how do you deal with like? Because that I guess like for young artists like that would be the challenging thing like going in the studio like. Well, a lot of times, like they want to sound like who's popping, which is not gonna work because we're what we already established, like being in an environment like tech where everybody wants to be something like so like there's already a visual of what success looks like and like you're chasing that, but that's not you.
I like what you said right there. It's like I think a lot of niggas getting confused with trying to be like other niggas and thinking that shit go make them blow up, but in reality, all it's gonna do is go get you signed to that nigga.
Yeah, if
it's
if
like you
it does
looking
that.
like this nigga, niggas gotta realize in the industry is lame. It's ways that niggas already go. This one person you trying to copy or sound like, only way you gonna really get his fan base off of him is if you sign to him.
Facts.
Or you got down literally just scrubbing it off in the background trying to get the remainder fans and shit. But most of the times, like, you gotta just be yourself.
Facts.
Niggas fuck with you, the niggas will follow you.
Facts.
Everybody got down follow you. You ain't gotta act like this person. You ain't gotta be this person. That's why I was never a goddamn nigga in school that got along or was goddamn gonna be everybody's favorite and shit like that. Cause I was always gonna be me.
Facts.
Some niggas think I'm an asshole. Some niggas think I'm this. Some niggas think I'm that.
Some niggas think you lying. You know,
Exactly.
some niggas got dumb. Niggas will think whatever they gonna think.
Exactly. I don't be giving a fuck about what niggas think. At the end of the day, I just gotta be me. I gotta be true to myself.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna cap. Like that's the advice that I'd be trying to at least. I mean, everybody around me, they are themselves, but like, and we all have moments where we're weak though. So it's like in moments that like I remember like whenever I first started getting monetized, like, my partners was just like, all right, well I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm like, I'm not telling you not to, but you like you feel me? Like if you were to just go out and just do what you do, you feel me? Like it might take a little second for somebody to catch that wave, for somebody to like start fucking with it, but when somebody does, like bro, you up, you up and you on, and you really don't even, it's not even about the money like you said, like it's really more so about if you're doing what you're doing, is it making you smile? Is it making you happy? You feel me? So
because what makes you happy is gonna move you and motivate you.
Right.
And what motivates you is gonna move you through life.
Right.
So if you happy and going through life, nigga, every goal you want, you gonna start getting that shit. If you don't get that shit, you gonna be motivated to get that shit.
Right.
And sooner or later, if you keep trying at whatever you're trying to get, you gonna get there.
Right.
But if you down and you looking at life, oh fuck, ain't shit going right, ain't shit, nigga. Of course, ain't shit gonna go right.
Right.
You're not talking that shit to go right.
Right, you're not even going the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, so to get to the question though, so like, all right, boom, niggas will try to like hop in a nigga lane, but like with you specifically listening to your music, how how are you able to like deal with your versatility? Like, does it ever upset you that like, damn, like I want to make this specific sound, like I want it to come out this way, and like.
I just take one song at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever beat I'm listening to, I go through it like this. My creative process, I listen to a beat, and I just be like, all right, this the vibe. Come up with a hook, do this and that. But then again, at the same time, I create so many different ways because I'm a very creative person. So
right.
Some days I might just listen to this shit, and I might have a song saved up that I already wrote a hook to because I pre-planned.
Yeah.
I strategize different ways. So I had like a song already saved in my notes from like 2-3 years ago, and I listen to this and I'll be like, all right, that's kind of a melody I could fit into there. I throw it all in there.
Okay, so all your songs ain't just off at one time. Like you'll pull off your old work and then just.
I'll just change it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Every song, I refuse to do the same strategy every single time. That shit dumb to me. It's like, why would I be a one-trick pony when I can have 50 different tricks? If I could come up with one later on how to create, I'm gonna come up with a different way to create. I ain't gonna
Is this
tell
one
myself that, oh yeah, I'm finna do it this way and that way and do it. That's why I'm creative with versatility. That's why I can switch songs every once in a while. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sound like this on this one. I'm always like accepting to I'm always accepting like change at all times. You feel me?
All right.
I'm always willing to adapt. Whatever situation I get in, it's like I know if I don't adapt, then you gonna die. You feel me? It's either adapt or die. We Haitians, that's the way we live.
Facts.
Adapt or die.
All right, so for a quick little second, I'm gonna play one of your songs. Just got down. This isn't what I was talking about, but like
Hey bro, this my
this your most popular song, so we'll let it rock real quick.
Shit, oh gosh, I try to be decent, dog. Try to let all my people dog. And they try to reap the stop. If you smart, you keep a block. Rocking white tees, trying to get y'all like everybody else. Playing with text. When I said that I robbing myself. As I talk through the valley of death. See the graveyard, so the niggas in the set. Represented by the blocks of their breath. Mama's crying at the funeral dog. All this shit all about to go to hell. Oh, this son just got out. Back then I yes is dead. They try to let my body cold, but my heart cold instead. I'm rolling.
But I ain't gonna lie, when I be listening to your ass, I be goddamn getting a little bumps and shit. That nigga be saying his shit, bro.
Gotta watch out for cops. I be posted with criminals. Swing outside the cocky, one in the head, them bitches identical. Do this shit like a movie, I'm like a star, this why not expendables. This on some shit like 007, and I keep a lethal weapon. In love with the money, it's just like gold finger.
That's what I'm talking about. You see how you just switched that shit?
You come out of wordplay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it. Tell me.
No cap. This is not no bullshit. Before I heard this song, my favorite song was Godspeed, but this one my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? That's
No
the
cap.
way it is.
That's what when I was referring to like how you're able to like just flip a song, like I was actually referring to Godspeed, but you just did in that song too. Like so, all right, Make It Roll, and that's his most popular song, by the way. We're gonna drop all the links and everything for you guys to follow. But
appreciate you, brother.
what's the process of like? What was that process? What was that process of making that song like for you? Like you saying real shit.
That process, oh my god.
See, that's what I'm at. That's what I was asking you. Like that's what I was asking you. Like making these songs and like in this different. But cause like I can't tell you that I know a rapper I could say that you sound like. I can't tell you that.
I appreciate that. That's one thing I always try to sound like myself.
So
make sure nobody sounds like me.
How did I don't know if they're gonna bleep this. I don't give a damn. Y'all gonna get me monetized anyway. How the fuck do you do this? Like how are you able to like just switch up the rhythm like that and just like you talking about real shit, you keeping shit real. And like, I don't know, like, but at the same time, like you, I guess edifying the nigga's soul in some way.
I feel like, in all honesty, I'm a real artist. It's different people out here that make music. It's people that make music that actually train and shit like that. But with me, I try to go at it like this. I remember when, cause I remember a lot of people was like, nah, bro, go do something else. You're smart. You do this, do that. I'm like, nah, bro. My purpose in life is to actually do this. It's my God-given purpose. Like I remember since I was a little kid, I told my parents, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be one of the biggest artists to ever do this shit. And I remember my dad was like, yo, he did tell me this shit. And literally, it was like, we thought you was gonna be everything else, like, but you actually focusing a lot.
Yeah.
So with me and music, I've studied so, like, I've depended my whole life on the side without even knowing it's music. I was just doing what I love. I was just doing what made me happy. I would be sitting up in my room coming up with rhythms and shit like that. But it was all work. Like, I've literally just been preparing for this moment my whole life, just working up to it. And so when it comes to like creating songs and shit like that, I didn't want to put out no bad shit that's gonna do negative shit to the community where I'm goddamn talking about, oh, just kill the nigga, that's not.
Yeah.
I put actual time and focus to my craft. So when it comes down to lyrics, I put thought into that shit. Niggas don't really catch on to this shit because nowadays most people who actually still listen to lyrics.
Me?
Niggas just get on the song, just listen to the beats, be like, I fold this beat, this shit hard.
No.
This shit hard.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, but every song in my phone, like, that's why I told you need to make a song with my brother, cause like that's exactly that's exactly like that's 100% of why I wanted you guys to make a song together, cause it's like it's not about anything but the lyrics. Like literally, like I don't know if you be seeing like whenever I post little pictures and like I'll put an audio in the back, like I really feel that audio. Like I really feel
Like
the lyrics.
what
Like
it
yeah, it's not about what's trending for real. It's not
True.
like it's literally like, bro, this man just said
I mean,
sometimes it's the pain
a
or like whatever
difference
emotion.
between feeling what someone said and learning from what someone said, though.
That's true. That's true.
Because a lot of times you might feel some shit. Some shit just be emotional. Emotional.
That for me, I'm not gonna lie. For me, that's what it'd be. It'd be
Yeah, and
emotional.
I ain't gonna lie, like I was reading this one book, like I don't know, too many niggas still read books, but it's a book called I think The Laws of Human Nature, and it'll teach you that emotions really control your life. Like you'll think whatever thing like you control, you like, oh, this might control my life, this might control your life. Your emotions control your life. So emotions is a powerful thing. People don't realize that. So when you listen to some shit, you just feel it. It's like your emotions telling you this shit, but emotions are something that's overwhelming. It may lead you to believing that shit's true, but at the same time, that's how motherfuckers get manipulated. You feel me? By emotions. Like emotions are tied to that shit. So just cause I feel some shit, I'll be like, damn, this shit hard. I feel this shit. I might be out there reading a tweet. That's why in OJ, I was like, Twitter quotes full of lies, but they ain't their feelings, so I let it slide. It's like, nigga, I can notice, like, niggas goddamn might feel some shit. Niggas go tweet, niggas go do this and that. People go agree to it. People go follow to it just because they emotionally might do that.
Emotionally at
say,
that moment, that's what they are.
These weak ass niggas, that or this and that. People might agree, oh yeah, that weak ass nigga, these niggas can't do this and that. They start agreeing based on emotion and shit, right?
Right.
That shit ain't, it may not be true. This person may not be this, but at the end of the day, emotional ties lead to people believing that shit's 100% true. So it's like, with shit, I try to goddamn keep emotions out of that shit. I try to talk about shit that's actually like lessons and shit. I try to pass on shit that's actually nigga go listen and be like, damn, that shit actually hard. I start off road, most niggas might fuck with road because it's like, I got down barred. Some niggas shoot till they make it, fuck it, I shoot till I miss. That's the shit that draw niggas in. I'm like, oh shit. Niggas talking about shooting. Most niggas like, oh, cowboy niggas, they ain't talking about straps.
Nah.
I'm talking about accuracy. I'm talking about hits. I don't miss when it comes to songs. That's what I was talking about. That shit. I can change that shit. So it's like, when that shit go into it, it's like, I start explaining the lyrics. It's like, more and more you start reading, it's like, bro, I'm talking about some other shit. Like, you show love, then you go up. Niggas don't realize instead of hating on the next nigga or saying that nigga ain't this and speaking on this and that, you put that energy into showing that nigga love and support, nigga, you go up, bro, because at the end of the day, most niggas ain't gonna make it up out here doing that shit by themselves. Everybody on their own shit, being prideful this way, being prideful that way. Y'all niggas, two niggas come together and make one shit and go up. Why do you think groups goddamn go up together and goddamn stay up? It's collectors of niggas that go up and stay up. Actually, one nigga go do that shit.
With that whole like going up shit, bro. And like going up is really subjective. Like I don't look at it as like, oh, like you got a lot of money or whatnot. But I look at it as like just being able to just like elevate your lifestyle and everybody around you. So like that's your whole thought process, the way you live, the way you eat, all of that. Like so. Yeah. And with that being said, like me personally, like I know my skill sets. I know the things I can and can't do. And it's like, all right, I might be good at these things, but in life there's multiple things that you have to do to elevate your life. And if I'm weak in this particular area, I need you to be strong for me. You feel me? And I don't know, some people are like, that's being vulnerable, but you know.
I mean, it's not wrong. People gotta realize everybody, whether you admit it or not, you gonna be vulnerable.
Yeah, so I think everybody's vulnerable in some way. I believe so. I believe
niggas try to carry themselves like they guys and like they big goddamn giants and shit. No, nigga, you gonna have a moment where you vulnerable. You can either admit that shit or you go not. I ain't gonna lie, I have moments where I used to have that problem. I be goddamn, I hate to admit when a nigga vulnerable. Nigga prideful as fuck, this is over me. I ain't gonna know. I hate that shit.
I ain't gonna care.
Like, what the fuck? I hate admitting when a nigga down. I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta say this shit. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta say, fuck it, I say this shit, and that's how you get out that shit.
That's how you did. That's how I deal with it. I just be like,
that shit
this
be
is
like
something
a test
I'm
from
good
God.
at.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes shit do be feeling like just admit it and you out. Just admit it and you out. Some niggas will never admit it and they be stuck in that shit.
Yeah, and another way I could say that, because I guess some people are gonna watch this and not really understand it. It's like, if you're going through a problem and you can't acknowledge why you're going through that problem, even though in your head you know why, you never gonna stop going through that problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's just saying it in a different way. Facts. At least to yourself. Exactly. And if you have some good people around you, then say it to them too. Facts. So, all right. a different subject because we're trying to talk about a couple of different things. How has like, well, I know you ain't never gave a fuck. I understand that, but just like growing up and like elevating and like through different stages in life. I think you're like a year older than me, 23, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
23 in March.
Yeah. You literally just a year older. I'm finna be 23 this year.
Yeah.
Well, a couple months. Nah,
Couple months.
a couple months.
Yeah,
A couple months. Yeah. But so how's elevating like through life, like with your friends and like whenever like you reach a certain level, like whether it's falling or elevating, like how has that been for you? Like what's that
friends
like?
wise? I ain't gonna lie, I'm not one of those niggas to be like, I'm gonna keep everybody together. This and that. I'm a type of person to understand through life. You go through. It was like I ain't gonna lie. I was around some old folks. I'm always around old folks like growing up. And the best advice I ever got was like it hit me early. It was like you go through friends are here for like reasons and seasons.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like when real ones, they gonna stick around, they gonna always be behind you, they always be right beside you, but it's not wrong with like growing apart from niggas, cause that just means you growing up. You ain't necessarily gotta have beef with niggas and animosity and shit. It's just like, I'm going this way, you going that way. You call me anything, you gotta leave when we can type shit. It's part of being mature and being an adult, you understand, like, you ain't gotta be right there with a nigga, you ain't gotta every day I gotta go link my nigga, every day I gotta go do that. I feel like that's some shit you goddamn do when you a young nigga. Like, you a young nigga, you ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah.
You goddamn kicking shit every day with your boys, goddamn hanging out and bros for life. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Goddamn sleepovers. Like, all that shit. Now, you start becoming an older man, it's like, bro, you gotta realize you got responsibilities, you got goals you wanna accomplish. And if niggas ain't gonna really be trying to help you reach your goals and shit like that, then guess what? They hold you back. And that's the best way to see that shit. If motherfucker ain't really like helping to go to the goal, then you're literally losing time, because time is one thing we never get back.
But at what point did you realize that though? I'm sad to say it, I didn't realize that until I was 22.
Shit,
22 taught me a lot.
I ain't realize that shit till like fucking a few months ago.
Don't get it. Well, I'm saying 22 because I'm 22 right now. You feel me? So like, it's just like all of this is just now starting to kick. So it's like, all right.
Same shit, bro. Same as that shit. That shit started to kick. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with that shit. You feel me? Like, niggas really be stressed out, be trying to hang out with everybody. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that shit. I have shit I gotta do. Me being pressed about everything else is holding me back from goddamn
doing the things you need to do.
Yeah, the shit I need to do. So it's like when I start prioritizing, you know what I'm saying, my shit, make sure I got my shit straight, that's the only way I'm gonna actually start getting shit around and actually being able to help everybody around me. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, you're not really gonna be able to, same thing, they always say, you're not gonna be able to love anybody else till you love yourself.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to put on for anybody else till you able to put on for yourself.
But I be watching these, I wake up and watch these little sermons from this guy called Jordan Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically saying like, and this is some shit I took personally as hell, I ain't gonna cap, but he was basically saying like, somebody who's friends to everybody is an enemy of himself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to like break that down, but it's just like,
it's true. You cannot get along with everybody.
yeah.
There's no way possible.
Cause you're upsetting yourself trying to
be around them. You know that some people, you get around people and they don't even do shit, you just get bad vibes from them. Like, I know people just go around, you be around, you be like, bro, this nigga ain't do shit.
But that's why I don't go out, bro. That's why I be in the house.
I go out when I had to. Like, I'm the type
well, you an artist. You gotta go out. You feel me? It come in the territory.
Yeah, it come in the territory. I ain't had no choice. Like, nigga, I was goddamn in the house trying to be an artist. That shit. I wasn't getting no networking. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was reaching out to nobody. Once I started getting out, everything just started. I'm like, damn, this shit actually easy as fuck. All I gotta do is talk to this nigga, say this, that. I'm like, bro, this shit out there. But before, it's like, if you actually truly break it down like that quote, it's like this. If you have everybody around you, you get into a room with 10 niggas.
Right.
You put everybody around you. I ain't saying the first day everybody gonna not get along. I ain't saying the first month everybody not gonna get along.
True.
Second or third month, you telling me all these niggas still fuck with each other?
Nah. And that's females too. It ain't just niggas. It's just people. It's just people.
So you put all these animals together. These puppies go fight. These puppies go have this and that. These puppies gonna have their favorite person they fuck with. Even siblings. You put your siblings together. This siblings you don't really fuck with. You feel me? So if you getting along with everybody, bro, you literally a fake person. You shattered inside.
Nigga, I ain't gonna cap. I got 77 brothers and sisters. Nigga, I get along with. That's so weird. Then you know what's going on.
I know.
But nah. I only get along with three of them, and that's my brother. My brother Daniel, he's down in Florida. My brother Fidel, he's down in Florida. We fell out, but we're good. I mean that happens with brothers. I fell out and my brother Mark, he's in the army, and we fallen out before, and we're back good. But like, out of 77 relatives, you feel me? Like, but see, I wish like I would have learned that. I wish I would have took the lesson of like learning with the family. I wish I would have been able to take that to my actual life and been like, all right, well, this goes for friends too. This goes for relationships too, business relationships too, not just
Keep
like
a lesson,
like
universal.
everybody. You feel me? Like it ain't just it's not subjective to anybody, or it's not selective to any group. You feel me? So that was really important. But I'm gonna play Godspeed real quick though. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, because I wanna hear the story behind that shit.
Yeah. Crazy thing is that music video out right now.
You got it out?
Yeah, I ain't tell niggas.
Damn. Well, shit, niggas gonna find out. What you talking about? I'm gonna play that shit right quick. Goddamn. Y'all cannot give me a damn whatchamacallit, cause he is right here, literally. This shit hard, nigga.
Convertible odds, convertible drops, you niggas get shot the same. One push of a button, I better start busting the bitch, gon' bust your brain. Mother for the same hoes, we never was bros, my nigga, we not the same. Shit, I weathered the storm, did it like the norm, nigga, I did not complain. Can't decide all the pain that I felt, I was never the one that need help. Always keep a head on my belt, I said fuck it, I do it myself. Can't put all of my shooters in jail, it hurt me, I'm the reason he fell. Hated vision, my niggas in cells, soon as up, we paying the bill. Who the fuck you gon' bully? This shit like a fully. You think I won't blast him first? He got hit with a beam, saying to the sky, that little nigga Captain Kirk. I was down on my ass, thinking they could crack, thinking that this has to work. This let me, I went numb, I was in the slum, thinking damn, past the perks. Got machete, we chopping your belly, watch everything fall out like that spaghetti. Know you hating the shit, you can tell me, can't listen to niggas, cause niggas be jelly. This my destiny since I was a child, I was rolling like Kelly. Freestyling, killing shit for fun, I wouldn't even record it. Was some shit for a while, I bet it can smile, I feel my heart, yeah, heavy.
When you said that shit, I felt that shit, nigga.
If for more beef, we bought more guns. More money, we bought more blunts. More fish, bought for more sons. More niggas tryna hold some. More suckers on the forefront. You ain't never went to war once. Had a body that you don't want. You only did it cause you had to. Somebody coming down as bad news. Only ran cause he had to. Fast forward and fast food. Then he threw up in that bag too. I was like, fuck it, go ahead and dash. Got the money, you got in the stash. When you drive through, so they don't crash. I'm wearing it right in his face. Niggas got no decency, don't even see to me. Dog, I got nothing to say. Sneakers on the low, they calling me bro. Feel like niggas spit in my face. Had to let go my pride, cause I know inside I'm not even catching the case. I can't sit in the cell, they want me to fail. But fuck it, I'm trying to be great. Body in my company. Trying to build companies. As families, we gotta feed, so please don't come for me. Godspeed, 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 well, and then we gotta be back with something better. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy. As I get to you guys, present to you.
So, no cap. I gotta retire that from being my old favorite song from you, because I ain't gonna cap. I didn't hear Wolves. That shit hard. I didn't hear that one until today. That
What's
wasn't
album
him.
drop? I got Nightmares at the Bottom dropping real soon.
Alright, I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share that. You know what's up. But I need to know the thought process behind that song.
Godspeed?
Yeah.
So that was a crazy thought process. Godspeed, really, I came up with the name before I even came up with the song. So I was just, literally, I just woke up one morning, I was scrolling on Instagram, like, on everything I love. And I was just like, I should make a song called Godspeed. I ain't questioning nothing. Like, it just came to me. I was like, a song called Godspeed. Just do it. I just put that shit in my notes. Godspeed, the title right there. And I just went off the whole day. I was just riding around, and I was just listening to beats and shit. And I was just going through. Actually, I was looking for another one of my beats.
Where you get beats from?
I use what's called a Beat Star, or I get my producer. Shout out Can You, shout out Effort, shout out Sunny. What's it called, Azzy.
Okay.
I have a whole cabinet, like real deal, like super talented producers that always send me beats whenever I need it.
Okay.
What's it called? I might have Voratron and damn, what's his name? Ascendo. Ascendo always send me beats, so it's like I always get like a consistent beat pack.
Okay.
Always making sure, and shout out to everybody else that I didn't name, but I always get like a group of producers that always send me like a group of beats, and I just go through their selection wise every time I get a chance to, like throughout the day and everything.
Okay.
So I'm always like consistently rotating through there. And like the beats I like, I just save them, I download them, I keep them right there. I might not record it to it like today, tomorrow, but whenever
Shit,
I get
5 years down the line, yo, I'm gonna drop the sauce on
it's
it.
really about, like, for me, I'm sharing some shit. This is really how I do it. I might not be able to record a song just because I have it written and everything going on that exact day.
Right.
I give myself time, I come back to that shit, and I literally record that shit on another day. I record that shit as like the performance I get, the effort, the energy I feel, the vibes I feel. Because there's so much shit that goes into being an artist. It's like, yeah, I can be talented as fuck. I go into this shit and I freestyle and I do this shit good. It's the first time I do this shit. It's like the first time I do this shit. Not even like, it was a game I actually got when I was in the studio. There's one dude called Suave. He had taught me, he was like, yo, artists don't really record a song one time. Like, nigga, they might have to go over and do a song like 4 or 5 different times. Once that nigga said that shit, I was like, oh, this shit just opened a whole new gate, nigga. You goddamn thought process and brain up. I'm trying to get ideas like this shit.
No, that was, I don't know. Like, I would say that I wasn't musically talented, but like, that was a big reason why. Cause I always thought I had 2 issues that you just cleared up for young artists listening. Like, literally, it was one thing. Like, I thought you gotta have the whole song ready. Like, when you go in the studio, you gotta have it ready. You gonna be done.
That shit, bro. That's literally setting yourself up. Niggas wonder why they smoking so much in the studio. You setting yourself up. You putting yourself under so much unnecessary pressure. This shit is easy. Like, niggas, really, the more you start realizing this shit easy, it's like you literally just speak.
You speak what's in your mind. You don't
I
try
don't
to
know,
speak.
maybe it's different for other niggas, because other niggas might be different. But me, I just go into the studio, I just be like, I'm at my best when I just say fuck it.
Yeah.
I just go into this shit, speak, what's on my mind, what's this, what's really going on, what's this and that. I feel like if you're an individual that has a lot to say, that you are actually a creative person, you come up with some shit. If you one of the niggas that's just a parrot that's gonna repeat what you hearing in your music that you listening to, you'll create the same shit. It's like with me, I go into that shit, I just be like, I'm finna just go into this is what I wanna talk about, this is what I wanna do that. I'll focus my mind ahead of time. So no matter what beat is playing, no matter what anything it is, I already got my shit determined. It's like I'm going through this shit with tunnel vision to get one goal across. Whether it's tell a story about X, Y, Z, I'll go into that shit and tell a story. Like, on City of Gods, that shit was an actual freestyle. That shit was not written.
City of Gods, hold on.
That shit was not a fucking freestyle. I mean, I'm tripping. That shit was a freestyle. That shit was not written, because, like, she'll literally tell you, man, what's it called? I had literally somebody right there, and I heard the beat, and I was just like, this beat hard as fuck. I think I can kill this shit. That's literally how I came on this shit. I was like, this shit hard as fuck. I think I can kill this shit.
Let me play that real quick.
They got that shit shut down all over YouTube, though. They ain't even let
It's
me
on
play.
Apple Music?
It's shut down on what's it called? Yeah, because they got Alicia Keys on the hook.
Oh, copyrights, copyrights. I got to jail.
That shit. Don't even do it.
Design.
Oh
yeah, that's gonna copyright me.
Okay.
Hell no. Hell no.
I'm gonna copyright both, because I already got a copyright on that shit. But I don't give a fuck. I'm just putting it out. Like, with that shit, I was literally just sitting there, like, I tried to tell, like, a story. I didn't even mean to tell a story at the end. Like, my friend, what's called AJ Terra Twan, like, my boy that makes Terra, clothing brand. He and me was like, bro, I fought the storyteller at the end of that shit. I was like, I told the story? And I went back, I was listening, I was like, oh shit, that's what I did. I did tell the story.
Damn.
I was just going down. I had tunnel vision. I was literally going through that shit. I was like, I'm talking about this situation, I'm talking about that. I'm trying to get through there until this exact point, get from point A to point B.
Alright.
And the way I do is freestyle. And once again, I just had to do that shit my whole life. I remember goddamn being in competition with niggas goddamn, it wasn't even competition, it was competition to me.
Right.
Cause I'm an over competitive person, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm Aries, bro. I'm always be competitive. No,
I think it's the Haitian. I think it's the Haitian.
It's the Haitian, and I'm Aries. Like, that's a perfect brewing storm for a competitive, over competitive nigga. Like, when it came down at the colleges, when we was having freestyle battles, my goal there was to eat and destroy every other artist on that goddamn platform. So it's like, I don't care how old theirs is. I don't care how experienced they is. The best nigga that was there. I ain't give a fuck if I lost the first day freestyling.
That's
I
cool.
was gonna come back. It's cool. I was
Yeah.
gonna be rehearsing the whole night. I'm coming back for that nigga the next day.
Facts.
I lose the next day. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming back the next day.
That's what makes it legend.
Exactly.
Like, you
I'm
know.
a dog, bro. I'm not no goddamn nigga that's gonna be like, oh, I'm finna goddamn, damn, this nigga better than me. I accept that shit. Fuck no. I like that you better than me. I'm finna goddamn keep keep sharpening against that shit. Keep getting better.
Facts.
I'm gonna goddamn eventually shit. It's literally you have to face the point. All right, this nigga goddamn had no choice but to get better. Either you'll get better, and we go goddamn continue going up, or goddamn I'm gonna overtake and I'm gonna continue going. I'm gonna goddamn
Facts.
keep going up.
Facts. That goes back to a point from the start of the interview. Like, that's why you don't get comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get comfortable because,
I refuse.
man, somebody is
out
coming.
there is coming.
Somebody is
I don't
coming.
know who coming, but that
Somebody is coming. You don't
You don't know who hawking you down.
Yeah, no.
Like, you don't know who actually getting better. Some nigga out there in the dark is working his ass off. And if I'm not working, that nigga's catching up. He's probably gonna get better than me overnight. That nigga try to drop back better. That's how I keep myself. It's like every track I gotta come with it. If I don't come with it, I'm slipping up. If I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse.
Right.
So
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
every track. That's why niggas be like, damn, bro. Like I be reading comments on goddamn SoundCloud. I don't be responding. Niggas be like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, you getting better with every track. This shit consistent. This and that. This and that. I'm like, I know.
I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'm like, nigga, we know. This how we do this shit.
Facts.
Stay competitive. I'm competitive with myself.
Yeah.
My number one competition is always gonna be myself. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't try to compete with any other nigga. I don't try to look at another nigga and be like, oh, such and such did this, he did that, did this, and I'm like, that's good for such and such. He got down, did that. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for that nigga. I ain't never gonna be no hating ass nigga and be like, oh, such and such did. I'm like, I'm proud of that nigga. That shit
I'm not gonna
motivate
cap. For me, no cap. Like, it'd be like, I'm proud, and then if it's in my field, like I'm working to get there. Like that. Like for me, all right. I say it like this. Like Boosie, it's not. I don't really listen to his music. He got like 1-2 songs that I listen to, but
Boosie, I ain't gonna lie, Boosie got to set it off in his motherfucker.
with in the music industry, but like with him, he was the first person I heard that bought 75 acres of land, and I'm like, a black nigga could do that.
Yeah, he was like,
I didn't personally. I didn't know. I didn't. Everybody I knew was renting. You feel me? I wasn't even renting yet, but everybody I knew was renting houses on a mortgage, and here I go watching Vlad actually, and Boosie talking about I bought 75
I
acres.
mean, I feel like a lot of people gotta start realizing, what's it called? You gotta start realizing, like, sometimes, shout out, bro, you said biggest fan. But what's it called?
This one not even. It's live, but it ain't live
That's
because
not live in the comments.
it's live, but it ain't gonna drop. It's gonna be live at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, you gotta preach that.
Yeah.
Oh, they getting the early tune.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, I feel like a lot of people gotta start thinking, like, just cause, my fault, excuse me.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people gotta stop color barrier and putting the color barrier in their mind.
Well, it
Like,
wasn't even the
it's
color
like-
barrier. It's literally I'd never seen.
I know, but
I'd never
that's what
seen.
I'm saying,
Besides
like,
my dad.
color
My dad
barrier,
had that.
color barrier, I said, I'll explain what a color barrier is first. A color barrier is like basically saying, just because I never saw somebody look like me and you do it, it can't be done. There's no such thing as impossible. It's not just color barrier. I feel like that's a minor thing.
It was a mind
It's
barrier.
color, it's a mind barrier. It's more than just colors. Like,
It had a color tied in, but it was a
done.
mind barrier. Yeah.
Everything at one point that's being done right now was said it couldn't be done.
Facts.
Niggas probably said you couldn't graduate high school. Niggas probably said you couldn't do this.
Niggas said this shit.
Exactly. And guess what? You did that shit, right?
Facts.
Nigga, you got there and did this shit. At the end of the day, it's like everybody gonna say something can't be done until it's done. And then once it's done, there's nothing you can do but acknowledge it's been done.
Right.
Most people, they don't want things to be done, and that's why they say it. But that's the same time you gotta tell yourself it can be done, because then you always believe it can be done. And
Right.
that shit start getting done.
Alright.
Because if you tell yourself, oh man, this shit can't be done. That's why every time I had that thought in my head, I check that shit. I be like, fuck nah, this shit can be done, bro. And
Alright.
I
I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. I need to, cause I have it in like the weirdest ways. Like it'd be some things I'd be like, yeah, nah, I can't do that. But I'm not gonna cap. That's my problem as an individual. Like I do think like I have selective problems. It's like where I'll figure it out in one field and then like I don't realize that like in all the other fields it's the same exact
Like, that's a
concept.
human thing though.
So
Our focus is literally, everybody talk about multitasking, but I feel like the human brain literally is, bro, I'm focused on this
Television.
shit. you really can only put 100% into one
Into
thing.
one thing at a time.
Everything
Yeah.
else is literally getting that side, whatever leftover percentage you have. Like your best is gonna be on this. If you trying 2 things, it's gonna be half on this. If you really good at one thing, you can keep doing the best at that. But most of the time, your attention gonna be divided. It's not even 100 that way. It's gonna be like realistically 50-50.
Right.
Because ain't no human ever gonna be able. The percentage only work. 100% means all.
Right.
So 50 is literally gonna be 50-50. We being realistic.
Yeah.
Like you juggling more than one thing, it's like this and this. So it's like the thing about fields and really being an entrepreneur, a nigga that's doing different things, you got no choice but to try to make that shit 50-50.
Yeah.
Or 100 this percent, this and
then
that.
like a little
Because you
bit,
realize
yeah.
shit don't really work unless you put in 100%.
That's true. That's
Nothing
true.
is really gonna work the best way it can unless
Until
you
you
actually
start
put 100.
being like,
That's the
fuck it, I'm
trap.
gonna do it.
I remember niggas telling me like, have a plan B, have this, and I'm like, that shit.
You playing the fair. If you have a plan B, like y'all gotta take this with a grain of salt. Like you planning to fail.
You already have your plan A already established.
You gotta go
start
with the
working
plan
on
A.
plan
You gotta
B.
go with the plan A. Yeah.
Yeah, like plan A already got to be set up right there. It's already at 100. It's already gone. Then you start doing plan B. And then plan C, plan D. That's how you actually do it.
What's supposed to happen is plan A is supposed to build plan B.
Exactly.
And then build plan C. Or plan B or
That's
build
how you
plan
build
C.
an empire. Niggas be
There you
like,
go.
no, you gotta have plan A, B, C, D. How the fuck you gonna do 50 things at one time, nigga?
You can't. So okay, well, with that being said,
That's why I was like, teachers would tell me this shit. I was just sitting, I was like,
yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I had a teacher. I make more money than all my teachers, but damn. But a teacher got down. A teacher, so Miss, she was a math teacher. I ain't gonna name drop her. She was a little round lady, light skin, mean as shit. Some people used to call her bulldog. Senior year.
Senior?
I think she might have taught 9th grade too.
I was in 9th grade or senior.
Yeah.
Senior, they had me in college.
Bullock.
Oh.
Yeah. Shotty got down, like real life, called me stupid, said you ain't gonna do shit. So, looking, huh?
I wonder how she feel.
Now I don't think she know what's going on now, but she said actually, one of the guys that work with me, he stay in her neighborhood. I drive by her house all the time. I ain't never stopped and say no. I probably will one day, but.
Yeah, that ain't that deep.
I'm just saying hello, how you doing? It's your boy. I'm successful. I'm doing good. But what I was gonna ask was, okay, with that being said though, I got thrown completely off track. But with your rapping career, with your being an artist, it's not really a rapping career. It's being an artist. Cause I don't see you as a rapper. I see you as an artist. Like that's like I don't consider your music rap. So you feel me? Like, do you have that set up, or do you have it set up to like when you reach a certain marker in your head? That like you'll start building on another plan.
I feel like I'm always consistently building on other plans because as an artist, it kind of makes it different and diverse to me. So for me, it's like people always see it like, oh, I'm always putting out music. It's like, yeah, I'm always putting out music. I always love music, and I always put out the best work I have right now. But on the side, yeah, I want to venture off into like doing what's called like graphic designs and doing t-shirts and hoodies and selling my own clothing, like
brand yourself.
I want to have my branch off and do brands and stuff like that. But at the same time, I also want to start, getting into other things like realty, starting to do other business ventures and trying to get everything, it's like one mogul. I want to learn different things. Also, I want to go back to really just trying to get my drawing too. I want to get to actually make my own designs. And I don't know. I don't really know what else I want to do.
You ain't gotta have a plan. You just asking. So, so far, bro, no cap. Great interview, man. You diverse as shit, versatile. I ain't gonna cap. Very different interview than. Well, it's not very different because like I asked basically the same questions, but I don't know. Like your responses they were all real good. No cap, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna drop the whole video, but I'm gonna get so many reels out of this, bro, because you said so many real shit. This was like a really good dialogue. You got any questions for me?
Shit, shit. You goddamn let me know when the next one is, man.
Shit, okay, nigga. We do it like that. All right, y'all boys, shout out to my boy Lens now. Y'all got down. Y'all already know, follow him on all platforms.
Lens to the future, man. Y'all check me out. Project coming out soon. I got what's called a single. I'm probably gonna drop Sleeping on the Floor very soon. I got a single dropping. My last what's called a Godspeed music video is officially out right now on YouTube. Try to get on Apple Music. Give me like a week or two. But everything coming soon, man. Appreciate you guys for the support. Appreciate you guys for the love. And y'all have a good night.
I appreciate you, big dog.
Yes, sir.